News Tonight is a community service of the New York Institute of Technology.
Covering the news of Nassau and Suffolk Counties, Long Island News Tonight with Ken Eckhart, Carol Peck, and the award-winning LI News team.
Good evening. I'm Ken Eckhart, and here's what's happening. Nassau County Police are examining a jacket that was left behind by a would-be robber in his attack on a woman at the Mineola train station. It happened last evening around 6 o'clock. Police say the 32-year-old victim was sitting on a bench at the station when a man ran past her and grabbed her purse. The victim then chased the suspect and grabbed him. He knocked her down, but she got up and cornered him in an alley. When he tried to escape, he slipped out of his jacket, which he left behind, along with the woman's purse. Police now have that jacket, and they're hoping that someone will recognize it that will help lead to an arrest. Police are continuing to investigate the cause of death of a North Patchogue woman. 31-year-old Nicole Tessa was last seen last Friday and reported missing on Sunday. Her body was found yesterday morning by an officer searching the area with his dog. The body was found in a wooded area near the intersection of Prince Street and Jefferson Avenue in North Patchogue. And investigators in Nassau County and New York City are checking hundreds of missing person files to help identify the 4 women found dead near Gilgo Beach on Long Island's South Shore. Nassau police say detectives are checking about 350 cases, looking for women with a history of running away or prostitution. If a case seems like a possible match, detectives would then try to find DNA from the missing person or relative to help with the identification of the bodies that were found dumped near a beach in Suffolk County. A New York City police spokesman said Suffolk asked for a review of current cases of missing women. The city medical examiner's office is also helping with identification. A Long Island town recently banned smoking at parks and recreation areas, but says the ordinance won't take effect until new signage is put up, designating which areas of the parks and beaches are smoke-free and where smokers can light up. Hempstead Town Supervisor Kate Murray first proposed the legislation last month at the Julian Lane Park in Merrick with the help of a 3rd grade class.
Restricting smoking at these facilities certainly makes good common sense. It protects our children and all others from dangerous secondhand smoke.
And educators say they're pleased local officials are taking an active role in keeping tobacco products away from children.
We are confident that, the more that Nassau County can do to encourage our children not to smoke will carry them through to when they go to middle school, high school, and as adults.
So we hope that with instilling the ideas that secondhand smoke and, by extension, cigarette smoking is bad for you, in the playgrounds, in the parks, in the beaches where our children and our adults are.
Well, that ordinance was approved late last month, but a town spokesperson says it won't take effect until those new signs are made. A Long Island mother has been charged with driving drunk, crashing into 2 parked cars, then fleeing the scene, all with her 3 young children in the car with her. Police say it happened early this morning around 4:30 on Cypress Street in Central Islip. A deputy sheriff observed 30-year-old Anna Rios driving with front-end damage, and he pulled her over. That's when he discovered she had her 3 children in the car, a 7-year-old girl, a 3-year-old boy, and a 2-month-old little boy. The children were sent to a local hospital for observation. Rios is facing charges including DWI under Leandra's law, which makes it a felony. A Long Island woman driving along Hempstead Turnpike in Levittown says a man forced himself into her partially opened car window, then demanded he give her money. Police say it happened last evening on Hempstead Turnpike and Loring Road. The motorist says 50-year-old Carl Bunn entered the driver's side window and repeatedly demanded money and intimidated her until she threw $2 out the window and drove off. Bunn was located a short time later and placed under arrest, charged with robbery and coercion. Work in improving the downtown business district of the village of Newcastle has been in the works for years now. And as Dana Arshan reports, the benefits are finally beginning to show.
I came out to Newcastle in 1960. It was nothing but two dirt roads, going in and going out. So it's a big change for our community.
This Newcastle resident is talking about the revitalization that has been taking place here on Prospect Avenue. Finally, after years of renovations, work on a reconstructed Main Street is expected to be completed by the end of this month.
It's looking a lot better than when I first moved there.
Residents just welcomed two new businesses to Prospect Avenue, a dental office and a beauty salon. All the residents we spoke with seemed to want just one thing, a traditional Main Street. But they wish the end result would come sooner. Although these new sidewalks may look nice, small businesses like the one behind me say ever since construction started here in Prospect Avenue, there's been very little foot traffic. And now that construction's coming to an end, they still aren't getting business like the way they used to. They're wondering if this reconstruction is really benefiting everybody.
The neighborhood, they don't get together to keep the place clean. If they keep it clean all the time, it's going to be nice. Employees
here at Lucky's convenience store say the construction scared customers away. And now the lack of upkeep on the streets may do the same. But North Hempstead Town Supervisor John Kamen says the town is working hard to make improvements. The supervisor tells us in a prepared statement. New businesses moving into this newly constructed corridor with its new storefronts, new homes, and new community center around the corner are indicative of the success of this extraordinary project in this extraordinary community. As for resident George Turner, he says Newcastle has come a long way since his arrival in the 60s.
The community's changed, people have changed. It looks beautiful now.
In Newcastle, Dana Arshan, LI News Tonight.
It was an up day on Wall Street today. The Dow finished the day up 26 1/3 points. NASDAQ was up almost 4 points, and the S&P was up 4 1/4 points. NYIT's LI News Tonight continues after this.
Enjoy a day of family tours and art activities at the Nassau County Museum of Art in Roslyn, Tuesday through Thursday, December 28th, 29th, and 30th, between 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. For more information, call 516-484-9337. The Gizmo Guys, a comedy juggling act, will be performing at the Freeburg JCC in Oceanside on Wednesday, December 29th at 2 p.m. For more information, call 516-634-4154. A jazz concert featuring the music of Jerome Kern will be performed at the Long Beach Public Library on Sunday, January 2nd at 2 p.m. For more information, call 516-432-7201. Or enjoy high tea in a holiday setting. It's a musical tribute to Patsy Cline at the Ward Melville Heritage Organization in Stony Brook on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 11:30 a.m. and Sundays at 12:30 p.m. through January 9th. For more information, call 631-689-5888. If you have an event you'd like included on the LI News Tonight community calendar, send it to linewstonight@nyit.edu.
In Melville, J.B. Buno, LI News Tonight.
In Bethpage, Stephen Katove, LI News Tonight.
At Belmont Park, Sophia Allen, LI News Tonight.
These are just a few of the people who have been reporting the news for LI News Tonight over the past year, and you could be one of them. Television news is an exciting and challenging career that could put you in the middle of what's happening and in touch with the people who are making the news. A career in television news journalism can offer you the opportunity to work as a reporter, camera person, or videotape editor, or any number of behind-the-scenes jobs, including producing or manning the assignment desk. And it's a career that can be yours by joining the LI News Tonight news team. Produced at studios on the campus of the New York Institute of Technology, LI News Tonight offers television news internships that can earn you college credits and the possibility of being on the air in just a few weeks. LI News Tonight has been the jumping-off point for many local and national news professionals, and you could be next. Call 516-686-7952 for more information on how to enroll for LI News Tonight, and let us put you on the air. Some stories around the world today. The death toll from a massive crude oil explosion that destroyed parts of a central Mexican city has now risen to 29. Sunday's blast, believed to be caused by oil thieves, also injured 52 and damaged or destroyed 115 homes. A Puebla state government spokesman says that 6 of the injured remained hospitalized, 5 in grave condition. The explosion occurred when crude began gushing from a state-owned pipeline into a city street and river, igniting everything in its path. Investigators found a hole in the pipeline and equipment for extracting the crude. The head of the World Bank says it has frozen loans to Ivory Coast amid a political crisis in the West African country. After a meeting in Paris with the French president, the loans were halted. Meanwhile, the French government is urging its citizens to leave Ivory Coast due to the crisis. France's foreign ministry has said that at least 15,000 French nationals live in Ivory Coast, a country that has close ties to France and was once the crown jewel of its former West African colonial empire. And Spain's prime minister says it will take his nation 5 years to repair the economic damage caused by Europe's debt crisis and a big real estate boom that went bust. The prime minister told Parliament that Spain's economy needs 5 years to correct the structural imbalances in the economy. Spain has unemployment of nearly 20% with grim growth prospects. Today, the Prime Minister said his government will unveil a long-awaited proposal to raise the retirement age from 65 to 67 early next year. Well, they say to truly understand someone, you need to walk a mile in their shoes. And that's what a young documentary filmmaker is doing, so to speak, in his new MTV series, as John Santa Maria reports.
Documentary filmmaker Andrew Jenks says he wants to make films that tell the stories of his generation. Jenks is just 24 years old, so his generation is college age, and that's the audience he was speaking to recently here on Long Island at Nassau Community College, talking about his MTV documentary series, World of Jenks, where he spends a week with people who live unique lives.
You know, from all walks of life, whether they're homeless, whether they're autistic, whether they're a cheerleader, whether they're a poker player.
In his first film, Jenks moved into a nursing home to experience the life of the elderly. In another, he spent time living life with a homeless woman.
You become so much more grateful of your own life because, you know, she was out there on her own and she had nowhere to sleep. And, you know, when we have a bad day, we can always go home and, you know, to an apartment or a house or a friend's place at the very least and crash on a couch.
This student says she was inspired by the episode where Jenks follows the life of an autistic boy named Chad.
Like, I got to compare that to the boy that I work with, and like that boy, he can be like giggly, like Mr. Giggle Monster at like one moment, and then like 10 seconds later he can just be like ripping your hair out, biting you. But and then I saw the same similarities with Chad, and to me I was so glad that Andrew was patient with him.
Jenks is preparing production for season 2 of his show, and he's looking forward to more success in his film career. At Nassau Community College, John Santa Maria, LI News Tonight.
We had a sunny day today. The high was in the upper 30s. Tonight, partly cloudy, low in the upper 20s. Partly cloudy tomorrow, high in the upper 30s. Sunny day Friday, high in the upper 30s. Saturday, mostly cloudy, high in the low 30s. Sunday, some snow possible, high in the low 30s. And that's it for NYIT's LI News Tonight. I'm Ken Eckhart. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again next time. Have a good night.